Hello everybody, we've got ourselves a relatively quick gameplay here. I am playing Assassin, it is Bullet Gorge, it is Super Crossfire mode. And that is the basic details you need to know. This is a game I just did briefly after my last one. I had a fairly good game as Leo, but it was like 35 minutes long, and I feel like after around jackpot time is about my limit for YouTube. It's not a hard limit. I have like 2 hours, I think, or whatever the praise limit is for YouTube. But at that point, I feel like it just drags on too much. And it was a Leo game where I was playing quite defensively, so I died like maybe 3 times. So I couldn't even edit out like deaths or really make it any shorter. So we're playing Assassin, and early on they have a Mega Beth to jungle with, but she was very late up there, so I go ahead and just help myself with that gremlin. And right now she's sort of dinking around up there, and I scare her out a few times, and for the most part it works out pretty well. At this point I'm just sort of waiting on the second gremlin to come out, and there he is right on time. And for the most part I jungle to myself. I see that the combat girl is a little weak. I could probably finish her off the backstab, so do it right there. Quick, easy, simple, first blood right there. A little risky because I could have gotten blown off by the ejector. If I should have jumped a little earlier, to make sure that it was very unlikely they would do that, because at low levels, even if I didn't get ringed out, I'd be knocked backwards towards them, which would probably kill me. And now just try to catch a little bit. You see I jumped there, and I got grappled anyway. And this is from here. I ate a pretty good claw right there, and from there I pretty much die pretty quickly. However, our veteran grapples their veteran, so it evens out for the most part.
What is that? It smells horrible.
But as you saw there, I was jumping in midair, and
give me a warning next time so I can open a window, dab some paint under my nostrils or something.
It's just I feel grapples are just a little need some tightening up there, because it's really annoying not getting what you see. If I did a replay of this, you probably would see otherwise, but that's what I saw, and you can see I was in midair as I got grappled, so it's one of those things that's really annoying, and you have to just adjust yourself to mentally, especially coming back after a long break like I did. Once again here, just messing with the Mega Beth. She's too, kind of like Assault, she's too hard to really pin her down, so I'm going to let her just go ahead and, since she pretty much makes a beeline straight for her turret, I'm just going to let her go. Despite being a level over her there, I know that she does have a friend nearby. I'm going to try for it, but at this point she's caught up with me in levels, so it's... I'm just backing off now, because I was thinking about it, then you see the veteran, and at that point it's best to leave. I did notice the veteran, though, was under level. He's level 2. So as you see, despite getting a kill on me, he really didn't accomplish much in the long run. He's not killing bots like he should be. He's trying to fish people. And that's important on Bullet Gorge, but you have to make sure you're also killing bots simultaneously, and it's just letting him fall behind.
There's no bomb shelter.
And it's going to make it very easy for him to lose a lot of kills that way, because he's going to have a low-level claw, which means easier for victims to get away.
Bacon is still delicious.
I see the Mega Beth. I decided to take the opportunity to go ahead and take her down. I get very lucky by doing the one thing. However, she gets away. I try to just barely fail to get her with the shuriken. Here I see this guy trying to sneak up on my veteran, so I go ahead and finish him off. And right there, I feel that he was off that platform, but the game, again, is kind of weird. And there is a bug I have to mention. Apparently, when you jump, you don't do any melee damage. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm not sure if I just missed, but it looked like I had killed him. I had him dead to rights, but I had to stay in a second longer, and that got me killed by the turret. Now, the good news is it gave nobody any points. As you saw there, it was a suicide, so... Not a suicide, but the turret killed me with no one to claim assist or anything for it, so I didn't really lose anything out of it. If I had like bot buster or something, it might have been a different story, but as it was, it didn't really matter. I got a kill, and they got nothing out of it, so... here, I'm just going to focus on taking down those little combat kitties. At some point, I get a kill here without even realizing it. Yeah, I fired off shuriken. I have no idea... Even watching, I have no idea, and that like mass of people, I have no idea who actually ate that. I bounce off a wall somewhere, hit somebody, but at this point I'm just trying to clear out all the stuff. I see an opportunity to go ahead and take the Annihilator, so I go ahead and do it while they're preoccupied. I mean, they come try to attack us. We got a turret right there to protect us, so it's pretty safe. At this point, I try to finish off some of their people, but I barely missed a grapple there. I decided to go ahead and bail. And while I'm here, might as well go ahead and plink at their turret, hoping that their chest does not notice me, but he is steely-eyed, and he has been farming, so he is a level higher than these, so I'm going to just bail. And by bail, I mean pick at someone from an angle where he can't really hit me. Though I do notice that Artemis over there, she is trying to hit me, but she's way off her aim, so I'm just sort of poking in and out. I see the combat girl trying to attack me. I'm not sure what she's trying to do, but she's going to die real quick here. I go ahead and break. I kind of botch up the grapple there, but I kill her, knowing that my Inspire will easily keep me from dying for the turret.
Determined little buggers.
So moving along here, I'm just sort of eyeballing for areas to poke at. I probably should have stuck with the other turret, but here I'm going to go ahead and support our teammate over there, but he sort of eats it. And I see a bot. I'm not as ahead as I like to be. Particularly as an assassin, so I'm going to go ahead and kill some neutral bots here. This is kind of risky because I'm on the enemy side, but we're pushed up pretty well, so I think I actually need to plink off a few friendly bots here. And I eat something from... That's some skill Artemis does. I haven't really looked at her skills. I think it's a skill lock and a slow, and it's just... Because I hit it. At this point, I'm going to try to go ahead and get that... Try to get that one pro, but they... At this point, I decided to back off, and it was a wise choice as they're leveled up. Chesson comes in and finishes off our veteran, so that was a good choice to just run away, because I don't think I could have done much there to help my veteran out. And I once again see the Megabeth. I get the grapple on her, a decent initiation. Trying to see where she'll land, but she goes and she retreats.
Looks like we
so I was going to ping at bots a few more.
On our hands.
When you're on par like that in levels, you kind of want to... It's not good to approach them when they know you're approaching them. So I go ahead and decide to see if I get the grapple. If I get the grapple, that's dealing a lot of damage, I'll go ahead and do it, but otherwise not worth doing it. And there I kind of steal a kill. It's not really kill stealing, and my goal is make sure they're dead, absolutely. But I also kind of want to catch them in levels. I'm really falling behind here. I see the veteran. He's definitely weak, but he manages to zoom out of there. Here I see that there's a bunch of combat kitties up there. I don't want to risk them turning on me because there's like 3 or 4 of them. So I just go ahead and hop over the pit, which you saw in my last video. I have a habit of falling into pits, so it's good that I made it for once. Like right here, case in point. Despite being stunned, he still hits me with his melee attack. Luckily, I have massive air, so I can easily use my jump to move myself back onto the arena, but he had a spark, some electricity, and he still meleeed me. It's just there's a very weird aspect to melee attacks where what you see is not, again, it's a consistent problem in the game. What you see is not what you get. Good example is Wascott. His attack does, I think also spark, but I'm not quite sure on that one. But with me, when Wascott attacks, he does, it's actually 2 hits. And all you got to do is get by the first hit and you take double damage. So, and a similar thing is Gremlins. They do 2 attacks as well. So what you will see is yourself avoiding an attack, but what will happen is you die because the first attack hits and the follow through is not really part of the animation, it's just its own extra damage tacked on, so it's a little misleading at times. And that's probably why that Blackjack actually got the hit off, despite being stunned when it happened. And at this point here, I'm trying to find poke my way in and find places to attack. I'm actually quite happy with wasting that Megabeth's juice. She won't have it here she probably will not have juice at all ready for the next fight, as long as I can keep her from getting any more juice. I kind of engaged a little bit. I know that I have no risk of getting killed since I have my own juice. Probably not the best to stay in there though, because it's always juice. I go ahead and manage to actually stop that veteran from getting a claw on my teammates by ejecting him. It wasn't the eject I hoped it was. He definitely planned ahead of time to make sure he would land on the other side if he got ejected. So careful play on his part. But as for me now, we're sort of just going in here and doing a bunch of grapple attacks. Basically, they really can't do anything because they keep them, one's grappled and the other one's about to get grappled, so they really can't help each other at all. So with their Megabeth and Combat Girl gone, they really are kind of screwed here as far as Annihilator fights. I'm not sure where their team was at, but probably clearing bot waves is that kind of really crappy situation where your lane's really pushed up and Annihilator at the start, so your choice is either to let your pretty much let your tower get beat on heavily by bots, or go for the Annihilator, or don't go for the Annihilator and keep wave a little pushed up. It's hard sometimes to determine which one's the best play. In that case, it kind of split, and that split kind of screwed them because they lost 2 teammates, lost Annihilator, and lost turrets. So didn't really recover at all from that. Because, like I said before, plenty of times in my videos, if you think that the odds are that going to the Annihilators means a suicidal rush, this really applies more to pub play than actual pre-made play. The pre-made usually have a plan, but in pub play, if the Annihilator looks shaky, looks bad, looks like you're just going to die for no reason, the best plan is to just go ahead, push your lane up, and that way, when the Annihilator strikes, in most cases you won't be pushed that far back because you're already so pushed up when it's struck that your bots will catch up to the enemy bots by the time they respawn and all that. I've said that a lot of times before, but it bears repeating because a lot of people, they overvalue the Annihilator to the point where they're throwing away their life for it. And it's one thing worse than losing Annihilator is losing Annihilator and also losing all your pros. I mean, you're all respawning and they have free reign to your lanes, so keep that in mind. Like I said, that's more of a pub play thing, and organized play, hopefully you actually all are communicating what you're going to do, what you're trying to do, and can tackle the Annihilator a little more competently. To this point, I'm not doing super great here. Like I said before, I spent most of the game at an even level with most of the other players, especially the important ones like Megabeth and Cheston, who are either over or at my level. Now they're starting to fall behind a little bit because they're pushed back. We can kill their bots, and our bots kind of just die to turrets and other bots, so I'm starting to gain an advantage here, but it's a little, at this point it's kind of irrelevant because it looks like we're going to win the game anyway, but it's, I see here, I know that he's going to claw, so I just move out of the way appropriately. And I see him being chased by another veteran, but at that point it doesn't really matter. I thought it's best to probably help out our team here, so I try to get a grapple off, but I just cannot get a grapple, and I'm just going to take a ton of damage here, so I just bail, but... And I'm going to go for Genital, but I see a bugged out Gremlin, so Churro is much preferred. At this point, I figure I need to level a little bit more here, so I kind of hang out, let that, kind of jump around and let that, try to get it so that I can let the turret whittle down the bouncer and then finish off myself. It didn't quite work out, but not a big deal. At this point, their money ball's down, so I was going to push up the push lanes up further and kind of just finish it off here. And that's pretty much about it here. Just watching them go down, bots steadily going down, their balls down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish them off. I see a very oblivious Artemis, and she dies. I think about two grapples, a little damage between that. She used her lockout skill, and I guess her lockout isn't like, either lockout's changed or it's not like they used to be, or it's not like the scrambler lockout, because I guess she'll grapple while being locked out. You saw a little no sign of my head, and I guess she'll grapple, so I'm not sure how that works. I had to look up Artemis, and hopefully I'll have a gameplay with her in a couple of days here, but that depends on how many games I can get in. And that's about it. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm going to go ahead and give away a Captain Spark pack skin. It's a very fancy looking skin. Right in the comments you want one. And that's it. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.
I just want to say good night.